Ollie, the newest brawler in the game, is really fun, really good, and most importantly, pause. Before we continue, only 1.7, 0.71.7 of y'all are subscribed. So if you would please subscribe, I would really appreciate that. It would really help me grow my channel. Anyway, that's all, back to the video. Ollie is a really cool brawler that uses cassette tapes and a hoverboard to move around the map, deal damage, and whatnot while he's masked. The best build for Ollie, I feel like, after playing him intensely, getting him to 400-ish, 500-ish trophies, I feel like the best build for him, starting with the gears, is you want the shield gear. First of all, because with the shield gear, Ollie now has 12,100 health. That is so much. That is more than the majority of brawlers in the game. And this is also shown by 22% of people unlock the shield gadget as their gear. Now, even though the damage one is picked a lot more often at 36%, I feel like the health gear is a lot more viable in this situation as 17% unlock it. The health one really aids his tankiness, and since Ollie cannot heal himself or protect himself in any way except for his large amount of health, I feel like he needs the health gear in order to back it up and reinforce the health. Okay, moving on from gears though, those are probably the least important part of a build, if I'm being so honest. The majority of it is in the star power and the gadget. So for gadgets, I would say that there's a clear option here. I would say it's the regulate gadget, the one where he jumps and he stuns whoever or whatever he lands on for a certain amount of time. And the people agree, as 63% of people unlock this gadget. And the reason why it is so much better is because it gives Ollie a little bit of mobility, which he is oh so desperately lacking, especially with the shorter range and less damage. He makes up for it in health, but he needs the movement. He needs it. It really helps him out in solo showdown maps, duo showdown maps, and really any map. But most importantly, solo and brawl ball. It really helps him out getting out of tough situations, getting a kill, or even getting a goal. I guarantee you, if no one else does, I'll make him Ollie trick shots. Those have got to be cool. And moving on to star power. The star power, this one is obvious. If you're getting if you pick the kick push star power, I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're doing. The kick push star power is the one where whenever he's standing next to a wall, he gains a 20% extra movement buff, speed enhancement, whatever you want to call it. That's just not good. It's like Hank's situation all over again. He has a really bad star power like that too that nobody picks, mind you. So do not pick the kick push one, but I highly recommend picking the renegade one. The one where he gets 4,000 decaying shield for X amount of time. I don't know how long that time is. It feels like it's about like 4 or 5 seconds, but it's a long time. And when the shield is gone, you stun. So whenever you super, it makes you invulnerable to people attacking you and whatnot. But whenever you use the renegade star power, it gives you 4,000 shield and it makes you last so much longer, and you're not going to die. If I'm being so honest, I use it. It's like, unless in some scenarios Amazy just happens to ult you and you get stuck and you die, that's your fault. That's not Ollie's fault. Ollie is ridiculously good, especially when you put on the renegade star power. It only makes him tankier, more buff. It just makes him all around better. So that's the best build for Ollie, in my opinion. You want the shield and health gears. You want the regulate gadget and the renegade star power. But for gameplay, I recommend staying back a little bit. His range is longer than you think. When I first watched Ollie and played him, I thought oh, he's a short range brawler and he does no damage. He's not gonna be that good. But I started playing him. As long as you use your angles on the map and maneuver yourself and have good placement on the map positioning, then you'll be good. His main attack has good range. It's two little waves that split off as they keep going. So as long as you angle the shot correctly, then you're going to be hitting most of your shots and dealing lots of damage. And At the same time, even though you have a lot of health, it is easy to get lured out into the open and get stuck. And Ollie, unless you have the regular gadget, does not have a lot of movement or capability to escape those situations. So you want to be really careful before you push out into a situation with your super or just yourself or even your gadget. But I would say overall, Ollie's a really fun, cool brawler. I really like Ollie. I enjoy him a lot more than I thought I was going to. But if y'all have any questions, comments, suggestions, please put them down below. But that's all. Adios.